Next week, Warbands and Warhounds. Well, obviously, this is another article from Warhammer community. I'm also going to, not in this video, but in the next video I record, I'm going to be talking about the new Slanesh sprue that has come out. I mean, is it possible for a new Slanesh sprue to come out? Because didn't all right-wing social justice warriors, or the right-wing cuckolds, didn't they all say that Slanesh was sacked in Age of Sigmar? Well, who knows? Could the right wing, when it comes to Warhammer, be incorrect? Who knows? Anyways, this is about, these two teams, the Eye of the Nine and the Sarbax Gets. Let's first go to these guys. I mean, what a terrible picture they give us. It's kind of like, what the fuck, Games Workshop? Alright, here we go. Well, I was kind of right in the fact that, if you manage to kill this guy, he'll probably split off into a brimstone horror. But the thing about these guys is that they specifically talk about summoning. So what I'm guessing is that they will be starting with 4 hexes. And then I'm guessing when they get inspired is probably when you summon a demon. When you manage to summon a blue horror, that's when these guys get inspired. That's what I'm guessing. Because, I can't really tell, and I can't really tell how they get inspired. Either that, or it's probably like, when you manage to cast 3 spells, everyone gets inspired. Something like that. I don't think it's going to be individual, because that's, Stormsire's thing. When the individual completes a spell, they get inspired. These guys will either be when it comes to summoning, or collectively. So these guys are going to get inspired all at the same time. Vortemis, the All-Seeing. I mean, when it comes to the models, I think they look good. Look, do you see? What the fuck, Games Workshop? What's the point of even letting us click, if this is the fucking picture we get? Fuck off. Alright. Oh, here it is. I knew that. Alright, I actually have read this article. But I completely forgot about this. Alright. And yeah. Still shit. Alright. 200% seems to be the max for this site. Yeah, they look good. I mean, the blue horror is the one that I like the least. I think all the others look good. At least these ones. This give and take. It's not bad. I wouldn't say it's good. I like the Acolytes. Artemis. Vortemis. Artemis is a blood angel, right? But the thing is about the horrors is that they are very easy to convert to make them look good. One guy did a very good in the fact that he just covered up their eyes. And then they look fucking horrifying, and then, you paint them in a bit more, not super bright pink and not super blue. You make it more like a paler or duller. Then they look pretty good, look crazy. And their bases are pretty basic. I mean, I like it. I like how the bases look. But if you compare it to, some of the other bases that come out, they're okay. And then we got the Gets. Fucking 9 models, alright? You only have 7 starting hexes. So, because it doesn't explain to you, Yeah, it's the first ever 9 fighter warband. I mean, they look great. I fucking love it. This right here, the fanatic, it looks a bit... I like how he's drinking and all that. I don't really like his position in how he's... I mean, obviously it's supposed to be that he has killed another goblin. And... I mean, I'm guessing he jumped up on this and celebrating, and now he's falling off while drinking. That is what I'm guessing the story behind that is. And I really like the leader. He got some fairies trapped in a lantern right here. But now, this is how I think they will work. The squigs are gonna have to start next to this guy, probably. So for example, if this is the starting hex. So if he starts right here, if you put him like, I want him to be here. These guys need to be like, probably like, in one of these 4 squares, you know? In like, I don't think they would let you do it. Or maybe they would be like in any adjacent square. But I think it would be, you know, in a square around him is where you could put them. That's what I'm guessing. It's gonna happen. Probably behind. But that probably could work. If the squigs have to deploy behind, in a hex behind the handler. That's what I'm guessing it's gonna be. And they will probably all be deployed at the same time. Effectively, you know, reducing their what is called, their models when deploying to 7, meaning that if you go up against the sepulchral guard, you can't have the ability or the opportunity to get a +1 when you roll off to start off, because in Underworlds, Warhammer Underworlds, the Warband that deploys all their models first, you know, and you do alternating deployment, gets a +1 to the next roll off to see who can choose to start the battle, you know. Because, well, obviously warbands with more models have a disadvantage in that, well, for example, Sepulchral Guard can never get that +1 against fuck, what is his name? Severin Steelheart's champions, because they only have 3 models, while Sepulchral Guard have 7. So even if Sepulchral Guard starts with deploying, when the Sepulchral Guard is up to deploying 4, Steelheart will already be done with deploying their 3 models. So it does mean that the Sepulchral Guard can, you know, kind of like deploy to their advantage a bit more. Even if they start with the deployment, they can still respond better, you know, because... But it's also, I think that's a good thing, the fact that, well, the more models you have, the lesser chance of you actually having the first turn. So yeah, like I said, I don't like this smoke thing right here, but it looks easy to remove. Oh, I didn't notice that hat. That's great. Fucking nail in these mushroom hats. That looks like a little war dart. It doesn't look like an arrow. It looks like a war dart. Alright guys, I had to mute the mic right there since I fucking coughed my fucking brains out. Alright. Alright, their bases look okay. I like the little goblin right there. And the mushrooms and all, I mean, I prefer these guys in just, you know, the brickwork and all that to, well, this. these have a little bit more character in a few of these with the mushrooms, the little dead goblins, some of the bones and all that. Yeah, but still, I think the Warhammer Underworld's team or gang with the best bases, I think, are the Skaven. Yes, because I just really fucking love their bases with all the rats hidden in the grates, rats swimming in water. It's great. Just look at the bases for the Skaven team. You will love it as much as I do. And if you don't, well, commit suicide maybe. So yeah, they are releasing these guys for themselves. Oh god, they will be having new cards for Nightworld. Alright. Well, alright, that's good. So it's kind of like, even if you have them, you're kind of like, man, I don't want to buy these two teams just to get the cards. You can get all the cards from both these sets in one set. You know, all the universal cards, that is. So that's good. That is good. Might get that. Yeah, I don't like this artwork. I mean, like I said, I don't like this artwork as well. I think this was a terrible artwork for Shadespire. The Nightfall artwork is so much better. I think this was a terrible box art. I mean, mostly this guy. I think these two look okay. I just think this looks bad. Then you get some Warhand Titans. And you get 2 in a box, which is good. I thought they would just release 1. You know. So no, it seems like there will be 2. They will probably cost around Armiger level. I mean, I'm not interested in Titanicus, so this will just be me skipping it. I mean, other than, yeah, it looks like the big version, but in smaller proportions. So, I mean, probably if I would have had my backlog painted and all that, I probably would get like at least one of each of these kits, just to paint them up and just have it as, you know, display something. So yeah, there it is. That's what I would have done. Then the Champions of Chaos. Morgur, that's Kazarak, right? Let's see. Yes, Kazarak. Their models look okay. I mean, I think this looks good. I don't know what the fuck is happening here. Yeah, I really don't know. It looks like he's shitting. He's propelling himself with his shit. But I guess it would make sense for a beast man. Then this right here. Why would... I had no idea that Throg was made to order. I wonder if this isn't pretty new, because I remember seeing him not long ago still on the site. I don't understand why they would make him made to order. He still looks good. And yeah, and when they probably release the grots and all that, they could have easily put him in the book. So yeah, I don't agree with this. I mean, yes, he's chaos, but maybe that's why. I don't know, but because now when I look at it more, yeah, probably would be. They probably wouldn't want him to just make him into destruction. They probably want to keep him in chaos. But I mean, fuck. Maybe when they do a chaos troll book that contains, you know, chaos trolls and just chaos. You know, beast of chaos. What the fuck? Why isn't he? Maybe he isn't. Yeah, I think it's stupid that he's made to order. Yeah, and here you get some of those classic dragon sculpts that used to exist not only in Games Workshop but like every single old dragon sculpt. Yeah, I don't like how they look. Anyway, a very old, an old Skaven sculpt as well. I mean, what can you say? It looks disgusting. Which is good. And there you go. That is it. Let's look at this. Yeah, I think this looks good. I mean, the photo quality, not the best, but here we go. I might get some better photos. I mean, I think the pelt looks good as well. Other than that, I think I just prefer... I mean, it is non-metallic metal, right? I don't know if this is non-metallic metal or if it's just the picture quality that makes it look like... Because this does not look like non-metallic, but it's just a bad picture.